Defenders. They are just trying to repeat history. Because of G2's loss, though, they've changed their comp, going with a double duelist, no Yoru, Baby Bay ISO, no scan initiator on Corrode, just Sky. This is crazy. We'll have to see what they have in store for us.
And Oxy is playing Vita.
Oh, all right. Well, Jaws just sent to the spectator screen real quick. Penny on the primary duelist has been picking that up. You know, when Oxy was on that break for the last, bit of time, Demon 1 stepping in, playing more of the Sentinel, picking up more of the Chamber, but let's see if Leaf, tucked in this corner, is going to get sniffed out.
I've got a feeling that Leaf could sort of be up, but Leaf actually decides to expose himself and ends up being just the 1-for-1. Here's an undercut. Speculative thrown out by Baby Bay, but he is marked up and forced to double back. It's a double tap now to ideally give him a bit of durability, because all of C9 are starting to swarm over this site. It's Baby Bay on the swing, but Oxy a little bit too good. The double tap shield doesn't do squat for Baby B.
Yeah, he's completely overwhelmed before Valorant can get anywhere near the action on the long rotate that you have to make for this map. It's just so big. Now Celsius, little engagement with Valorant. Doesn't want to overcommit. Nice little tap.
He'll be happy with that.
Yeah, 20 HP for the G2 IGL, and feels like no hope of taking this round. Ooh, unless Trent has something to say about it.
Not bad, he's got in. Valorant is very, very low after that brief exchange, and Zeppa, he's waiting for him. Trent, low as it gets here, they would win out against Celsius now in the 1 versus 2, but he's down to 10. Can't be healing himself. Doesn't have the time to work with either. I think after the last outing for G2, they struggled in a lot of areas, but we are going to be looking at Jorgamo in this series. We are going to be looking, now that he's being set up in so many of these maps on this waylay, can he make use of the resources he's being offered by this comp to make things happen?
Jaw's not been up to his standard of play so far in Kickoff. One of the best duelists we have in the region. But we know he can turn that around in an instant. Definitely needs to in this game, or G2, the America's Juggernaut team of 2025, will be going to the lowest bracket of the 3.
Flash hit jaw over the top. Oh! Cut to the quick by Penny. Trent here, suppressed after being hindered as far as we can tell. It's going to be Zeppa on the walk up though, and Baby Bay is done. Leaf and Valen through mid, the last 2 left, but Oxy is equipped to deal with both of them.
Yeah, just wants to make his way over to his teammates. They've been trading things out well so far to nullify that kind of classic A-main aggro play that the defenders will take with the dash, throwing out the undercut, some kind of flash, etc.
Just great staggering there for Oxy behind the front 2. As he had eyes for Link.
Oxy would love to get another kill here, just 1 away from the evolution on round 2 if he finds it.
Valorant here can't do too much but probe. Obviously a buy next here for G2. C9 are going to be more than intact following into the bonus. Again, G2 try and get some action started up here over towards A main. It's Jaw that is flashed in. Unfortunately, Cloud9 seemed more than ready for it.
Now, just looking at these comps, I feel like G2 are, perhaps fortunate to start on this defense side, because when it gets to attack, think about being in Baby Bay's shoes, playing ISO in the double duelist, having to get into these sites against a Sage and a Vito. That's going to be...
You have no dash mobility whatsoever.
So tough. Like, that's the side I'm really concerned about for this G2 comp. They're going to need to rack up rounds here on defense, I feel, to be able to take this map. First buy round now. Penny has the Bucky.
Looks like an extra Phantom also bought up on the side of C9. Reasonable weaponry for this bonus. A quick peek there for Baby Bay. Keeps Penny honest.
Now that shield is a good way to deal with the Bucky. Having to commit a shot to breaking it, you're basically dead no matter what, as the one with the shotgun. Jaw caught out in mid. Beautiful shot, though.
Just a straight walk up. Nothing overly fancy about it. Here's Vic looking to potentially test the site now. Baby Bay with eyes in his direction, and look, the pullback here, top mid.
There's been a push all the way out through B from Leaf, so G2 are fully committing to holding this A site.
C9 are going to be surrounded. And that wall doesn't really hang out long enough. Baby knows just to spray it on down. And now with 57 seconds, we're going to go for the plan B option across mid. But Leaf has got just a weapon for it here. Can he connect the shots? Oh, you better believe it! A tidy three-piece leaves Penny all on his lonesome. And he'll be felled easily enough.
Looked like that was going about as wrong as it could have possibly gone for Leaf, but then just hits the perfect adjustment on the latter half of the spray.
This is how, yeah, Joel just walking up, smoke comes down. Oh, it's pretty clean from that range, I've got to say. Good looks from Leaf.
Yep. Almost hit that full copy paste, the bullets 1 through 10, but then actually bullets 11 through 20 were all good, so no worries.
All right, so that's G2 on the board now, heading into the full buy for C9. Gotta mention that Vito Ultimate getting pretty close. It's one orb away now as Joel looks to dash heavily over towards the B side. Zeppa, far enough away though. G2 won't be able to extract anything of value yet.
Jaw going to be able to get a field top mid, but wow, this is just fast pace from C9 trying to catch someone. Stun is great. Jaw in trouble.
Joel flattened here, Trent gonna be marked out. It's dangerous, and here comes Vic. Descends up the top of mid.
Spike down mid.
Finds himself the 3, and Valen's on the wrong side of the map to intervene.
What a sick combination of some util there from C9. Getting in first with the Saturate. Penny dashes up, spots them out, gets away, and then off that info, Vic just drops a stun onto Trent, so Jaw ends up being isolated, no one to swing and help him out in the fight.
I feel like it's the Haunt timing right alongside the dash from the Waylay that really messed them up. And then obviously, you know, Penny's able to throw a Saturate as he backs away.
I just love the pace that C9 had there, executing that entire play up mid. It was just so rapid after the quick little fight in B main that Jaw took off the jump. And
their comp doesn't really feature any flashes of note, but it does have a lot of highly disruptive utility that is relatively straightforward to deploy.
See if Valen has the opportunity for any exits. No, just going to hold on to that Phantom. G2 have more than enough money to get into this next round. Leaf has a Viper's Pit to play with. See if he opts to just try to deploy that early to lock down one of the choke points.
Here it is from C9's perspective. That double tap is just...
And there are those G2 players that are just isolated in that corner because of the util that came down also from Vic, you know, getting the stun, and that was super well played.
So 3 attack side rounds for the double Sentinel comp on Corrode. A good start for C9. Winning the pistol certainly didn't hurt.
So Leaf is opting to just use that pit right away to control B main. In the meantime, Baby Bay is pushed out of that A connector, a little bit prodding towards mid. Orb allows Oxy to get the evolution activated. Now, they could go back to B and try to work through the pit if they really want to. You know, Zeppa could send in a Prowler, spot out Leaf, and then Penny could use the convergent paths to get him hindered. That could definitely be a way to get the Viper out of that pit, or they could just try to ignore it entirely.
Plenty of room to accelerate, though, with this C9 setup. Now, does Valorant take the risk to get this early info to buy time at this A main choke? Looks like it's pretty arbitrary use of util right now. Baby Bay down. Celsius able to get in there. Now the convergent paths are in play. It's going to be pretty quick moves for C9 over towards his A side. Prowler in.
G2 have got a couple players here, though, at the moment. 3 from C9. Vic on a lurk through mid. Apprehensive to try and plant the spike right now. All of G2 maneuvering over towards the J side. Now dashing for Penny across to the box. He is in some serious danger.
No Sage Wall for the site. That's actually been thrown at Link, and Link's never had a chance to get back in because the late backstab from Vic.
Yeah, he was biding his time in mid. Res now in main. G2 trying to get active.
Joel's able to deal with Celsius. Penny hitting him briefly, but back in the game, and Oxy returns the favor after being rezzed. That's an important momentum builder round right there. That's G2's economy dashed again.
How nice is that from Penny? The dash across, breaks the crosshairs, and then also, you know, allows for the plant to go down at the same time. I thought he was a goner, though, in this fight with Valen. But the fact that he gets the trade, is able to escape.
Nice! Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Maybe they punished by shooting the double tap orb there instead of the next player to swing. You know, mate. Sometimes it's not about playing aim labs, unfortunately. Timeout even. How'd that go, by the way?
Taking a lot of mid fights. He was very good on defense, but then it was struggling on attack.
All right, G2 need to get it together and quick. Bit of a force-up.
Last eco round, they went for a very aggro early play in A main, but not going to be the case here. They are posted up, though. 2 players facing.
Well, Valorant tried to get a bit creative, but Prowler sees straight through the ruse.
Yeah, has to give that up. Had Baby Bay facing behind him as well, but yeah, after being spotted by the Prowler, he has got to get out of there. C9 want to work mid, all 5 players right now.
There's a Trailblazer re-clear of Liquid. Are they going to be ready for this? Penny tries to deploy that saturated jaw. Nothing he could do. Oxy more than happy to continue to live the duelist life while on this veto. So the sight and caught with his melee in hand, but Leaf now might be stuck here. Spray down through the corner of the masonry. Mostly does him in.
Almost got a 2-for-1. He brought Zelsis down like 20 HP, something like that. Penny needs some help, but that wall.
Okay, timing's okay. At least these trades are being secured. At least Valorant on his own, caught inside the C's. Plenty of time bought for C9 to get set up, and they've got the player, Zeppa, wrapping around a tower. He'll be waiting for Valen to show himself.
That last kill, Zeppa's going to have the Nightfall for this next round. That wall that Baby Bay threw out was pretty sick to deny anyone from being able to trade effectively. Yeah, it was a cool little piece of util, but I mean, ultimately.
Maybe it was a little bit too far to the right because it doesn't stop the trade entirely in the end.
And ultimately, there's just still such a weapon advantage.
Yeah, that wall. I mean, I think it's still fine with that.
Nice! Good round, Benny. Good slow. Good slow.
I like the acceleration that C9 have in these mid rounds where they're just hitting the go button using the dash. Wow, early this time.
Okay.
Penny's straight up mid, Jaw picking up for the op for the first time on defense here. So that's something that would have been discussed in the timeout.
We'll point out that Penny's now able to get up over towards A-Link solo here. And that is going to keep these 3 G2 players very, very curious about what's coming their way.
We'll see if there's any rotate from G2 off this A side after the Trailblazer sees nothing in A main, and yeah, there will be.
Yeah, Baby Bay might be pushing out of main here.
Yeah, especially with him there, but this noise from Penny is drawing the Sky back. Have attention towards A, and Leaf is just caught completely in the open with the wall drop, free B site.
Triple face, and Baby Bay also not able to dig Penny out of this position. Now it's free real estate for Penny, whatever he can get there. It's going to go a long way for C9, who are looking for their 6, and they have a player advantage.
He sells the fake and gets the 1-for-1. Penny just plays that situation to perfection. This is another great attacking round from C9. Even if things get dangerous, they still got the Nightfall from Zeppa. There it is.
All right, Oxy. Through the smoke, speculation gets a timing on Trent. After being knocked pretty low, but he's done his job now. Valorant has to push this smoke, and Oxy was waiting for him too. Shorty at the ready. Speaking of which, Jorgmo is out of there.
Yeah, he has no choice but to save with the op. No opportunity in that round to use it, and actually he is in some danger. He's got to expect that someone could have been attempting to flank out mid.
That's his quick scoping. Oh, not too shabby, I must say. All right, light speeding away to get a bit more distance between him and Oxy. And Cloud9 economically booming, so happy to chase this weapon down if they can.
All right, but he will be safe. Sick round there from C9. First time they've really tried to sell a fake. They've just been going as a 5-man pack on a lot of these rounds. So the first one where they mix in just a straight up 1-man, Penny is faking towards A. G2 buy. It was in a moment where you saw them leaving the site, by the way, because they Trailblazer re-clear main. Penny could not have done that at a better time to just keep all 3 players on that site.
And it's expensive. Penny has to, use a fair bit of util to actually get into mid to threaten that potential A presence. But it has the intended effect. Op, though, maintained by Jaw. It's the only weapon of note in this round 8 for G2.
C9 without ults at the moment. Just going for this straight up B hit.
We're going for it. Penny over the top. It's going to be Leaf hiding inside a poison orb on the site. And he's able to spot Penny out first. Only just, though. Delsa's having to spray on in there, and Trent wants to try and hold this line, but against these weapons, it could be too much. Kill contract. It's going to be Zeppa. Oh, okay. Still got it. And they're completely unfazed by that exchange.
Yeah, with the Sheriff, that's crazy.
He can't recover the weapon, though. That's the issue for Baby Bay. He's finally got it now, though. Phantom to hand. Double tap it. Makes your model wider around those corners. Gives Zelsis an early warning. Jordan just needs to dig them out. Second round, this op has to find some value. Ah, it's a tough ask, isn't it?
I mean, Zelsis swapping to the Bucky close range. That's devious. I mean, respect to Baby for going for the kill contract with a Sheriff and winning.
And winning it.
That's definitely plus
like
aura, but they still lose the round.
Yeah.
So, yeah, nice try from Leaf, but that's really just a one and done. He's going to get sprayed down. It was a fair effort from Trent and Elbow as well. He got the one kill, got a dink.
Good round, baby.
But again, like playing those close corners with the double tap shield on is tough.
The C9 team, they are on point. They're finding so many first bloods.
With a flashless comp, by the way.
Yep, and this might be another first blood.
You've got to check
help.
this.
Wow, he gets it.
Once again, those Elsis is there with a spray down in response. Nice little tuck there from Baby. It's a slight off angle that gives him the jump on Oxy.
And Vic was just stuck there in main, presumably. Goes down. All right, Baby taking over.
Yep, let him finish the round now. That's a nice look. That's going to get him on his feet.
And that's the result, honestly, of getting the confidence from winning the kill contract with the Sheriff. And this round just goes beast mode.
She had the fire rate not exactly sparking joy off that Odin.
What? Yeah, it was the vulnerability. I think he touched the snake bite, so still just enough damage.
Let's go! Condom mask.
That's right. Okay, that was an in-joke that's being shared in the in-game chat before this match in lobby. So I don't really have the context for you there, guys. Sorry.
Dre is trying to fulfill his role from last year when he joined this team that they spoke about, you know, for plenty of hours, which is that he's getting them hyped up. He's giving it. It's the Dre narrative. Yeah. Getting them back in the game mentally. Penny in trouble, but Frax.
Zelsa's caught out. This time it's not him getting a spray through the smoke, but the other way around. Trent the re-clears. He's too rather close. Now has to prepare himself. Okay, Zeke is thrown out. This is going to slow them up a little bit more. Another kill contract for Baby after that 4-piece. And now Oxy, he's able to fight him down through that double tap. Still, though, things not looking so great for C9. Penny's kept them afloat, but the spike is loose out in front of them. There is room past this poison orb to recover it, but it expires, and so does C9.
Nice couple kills from Valorant to close that out. Even though Baby lost that one. Trent was just fast to watch the body there. This was a good hold. The ults from G2 came in pretty fast. One of the more decisive rounds I think we had from them as far as the putting some aggression into that hold goes. And honestly, I do already feel like that's a little bit off the back of Baby winning that last round and getting their heads back in the game, getting them hyped up.
Just want to point out, Cloud9 getting to sit on their timeouts here. Save them. Yeah, this might have been around for one of those, but clearly, Imi confident that the playbook is on lock.
Concealment.
Has been so far. Zelsis is calling a good attack half. Everyone from C9 working through main. They've got a res to work with.
That's true, my goodness, okay. Joe's going to get out of there. They got a little bit closer and personal with Penny.
Oh, man. Baby sending out that wall, but he can't get in. He's just slowed.
Yeah, and again, how's he supposed to break through these chokes? It's going to take Valorant's heroics to give him a way in. Now he can try and fight, but the Sage Wall's in his way. His double chap shield's been busted, but Zelsa showed him his back. Big mistake. Penny's into the site, sure, to be unleashed, but against 3. The round's going to slow down now, and they'll be waiting with a double face setup. Jump peek into an op line. Dangerous, he's legged, and that'll be that.
Suddenly G2 are playing with some passion in the server.
I'm sorry, the Dre narrative is getting beaten to death, but
it looks real here, man. It looks real.
I like this little pop-up from Valorant behind that guiding line. So it's Sky from Trent getting some value here with these defensive moments.
Nice, let's go.
It's just them deciding again to meet C9 in the choke. Actually fight them, actually collapse onto them. Even though they were getting slowed, Baby couldn't get in from the connector. They never eased up on C9. And it looks like now they just want to go for an aggro mid play, keep this momentum going. Just keep suffocating C9 on these rounds.
No smoke up mid yet. That to C9 is going to be a bit of a tell. It's like no mid smoke from either side. Such a weird little standoff we have now. And there's the first Nebula activated, and Jaw was ahead of it. Nice little pocket there to catch Oxy out. There is a res here for Zelsis, but not the safest of plays, and Vic follows him. We've been asking to see Jaw turn up a little bit more, make it more interesting, and Baby with the contingency is going to run him down.
Completely different team. actually, who are these guys? We did not see them in the first 7 rounds.
Oh, he's feeling it
I
now.
mean, it's the actual narrative, man. He has completely turned this half around for the team. It started with him getting the 4K. He suddenly got them all hyped up, and they played with way more fire on all of those, whatever, last 4 rounds in a row than they did for 8. All of these, they were just collapsing onto C9 at every moment.
Bro cannot be serious. He's like, man, I'm 30. I can't keep a straight face. All right, folks, 7.
Man.
Just like the Michael Bay movie, it's the explosions that matter more than the story, right? We're just going to keep it real for you. Is this a hit? That says good call for G2 as C9 opted to stack mid and are nowhere to be seen.
Yep, no easing on the pace from the second half. They take the A site in 20 seconds max. Trent has the spike down. Full 5-on-5 retake. Did G2 try to push for some additional space? Doesn't seem like it, but they're doing the star fighting forward. All right.
Okay.
Why not, man? Why not?
Nice little forward line. Jaw ready to play second fiddle with the frenzy if Cloud9 get too frisky. Okay. Sage wall. Tough, obviously, to deal with on the pistol rounds, but Jaw does not care. Hi, guys. Still here, by the way. Just with a bit of a vantage point. And he gets no action anyway. Okay. Dre with 3. And we're off to the races with a flawless in our second half.
If things continue at this pace, we are going to eventually need that C9 time from IMI that we did not get in the first half because C9 were cooking until rounds 9 through 12, but these guys might need a reset if G2 are going to continue to play like this.
One enemy remaining.
Side note, I finally think I've managed to read his playmat. I think it says Asuka. Just for those that are following that narrative.
On map 4?
Yeah.
4 maps of G2, you figured
no, he
it
keeps
out.
covering the katakana with his hand. Ender will know.
G2, back to the well. What if we just go away with a Viper wall up? Time to dash through. This time C9 a little bit faster to rotate over, but with not the ideal weaponry. So, wow, it looks like the exact same round.
Like I told
Deja
you,
vu.
it's
They're in the same spots.
it's less about the story, more about the violence.
Oh, Baby Bay wants to get even more oh, no, never mind. This time they want to go hunting for kills.
I mean, who can know? The inscrutable mind of G2 here on full display. And yeah, the Bucky's getting some work. Dusted off. C9 hit the showers again for round 14. Are you 6-7ing me, or what is this?
This is, I mean, I'm just... This is, I've never seen a game that looks like one team is so dissimilar to how they were playing earlier. Yep. This is crazy. All these rounds they're playing at suddenly max out confidence, full pace. They're just sending it. The vibes are back. All right, C9, they got their first gun round here. If they lose this, timeout, timeout, timeout. I need to see it. The Jaw has the Bucky again.
I mean, I guess maybe the theory is you've now got all the utility you need. You've got to set up. Oxy has to cross-cut and get on out, but he takes a bit of damage doing so.
Double TP to get out of there.
This pace might be too much for C9. It looks like they've had some discomfort in the last couple of rounds, but Baby Bay, well, he's picked off an A. That was the solo A player.
Yeah, and now that they have actual guns, they have enough money for abilities, we are seeing them stall out that G2 hit.
Jump peak to mid, sound made though, and Trent knows there is a player in his close proximity.
Oh, this is timing. Zelsa's not fast enough.
I mean, that's information asymmetry at its best. Top mid, might see a split here with an activation of Leaf sitting inside B main. And he's going to have to be ready for it. Doesn't want to take the fight. Dangerous! I mean, maybe there's just a gap in his idea of how the round is supposed to look, but he just showed some leg.
Oh, Oxy trying to get out, but he can't. Yep, 2-man save time. Oh, no. Yeah, that's just a lapse in judgment from Penny. There shouldn't be any reason to believe that main is safe.
It's like, is he aware that the wall is opened up? I guess he, you know, maybe he had an idea that it hadn't been shot to pieces yet, but...
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a moment where he's feeling so much pressure from Connector that he's just trying to back off. And I mean, it's just a small mistake that he makes, but
they can't even trade that.
For
they can't even trade that kill is the worst part. There is another player inside the B side, but they're just not ready for it.
Credit to Trent, too, for getting that timing up mid. Just straight goes through the smoke, able to get that pick on Zelsis.
Yeah.
That opened the round back up for G2 after we saw the C9 util and comp working as intended to totally stall their hit on B.
So yeah, that's how this moment went down. Yeah, I mean...
That Trent moment was super big. And unfortunately, Penny just a little bit too far on that one.
Big punish. Leaf gets the other player there
Surely we're going to be going into a timeout right now. Surely we're headed to a timeout. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Dre, despite the fact that these comps look tailor-made to supply him with all of the util to make space and do his thing.
C9 right now, they are definitely losing the mental battle in this game hard with this string of round wins that G2 are on.
I mean, this contingency up mid is something that C9 cannot do on the attack side.
And they are relentless, G2. Relentless. They're so active on the map.
Vic doesn't even bother playing in mid-window. Spots Baby Bay a bit. God, I mean...
He's just got a classic.
Oh, he can just go wherever he wants. Yeah, at this point, you're Roxy, and you are worried about the backstab. You've got a couple players over towards main, but that Viper wall makes it a bit odd. There's going to be an engagement over there soon, and Zeppa deals with these. And Valen doesn't want to overextend into this. Would like to be able to dole out the controlling util for a little bit longer, but Penny will deny him that chance.
Wow, and Baby Bay was caught. He took that timing all the way into spawn, but Vic saw him, so Oxy just patiently re-clears. That gun can be recovered. Zelsis is in trouble all alone, and yeah, Trent deals with him.
Okay, there's still something to this round. So right, Vic's able to back away.
They need to calm down here for a second and play together. They have Penny in a great position coming through main. These guys that are doubled up need to make some noise for him, unless Penny just gets a free kill right now.
I mean, the Sage Wall is awkward for Penny in this instance, but it's going to clear at just the right time.
Oh, enemy remaining.
Okay. Well, perhaps G2 putting a little bit too much faith in their opponent's wall. Now it's up to Trent. Winnable situation, but dangerous. Double swung, shot through the box. He's dead before he sees his foe.
And they're much needed, a desperately needed round for C9 out of that timeout. To be able to win on an eco specifically, or not, not a pure eco, but a lower buy round. They can take a deep breath after that the game has not gotten completely out of their hands. Their economy is going to be in a solid spot. And it's a confidence booster to just win with the worst weapons that they needed.
The cosmic balance also restored for Penny in that same part of the map that he ran into a held angle.
Yeah. All right. Now, G2, still a ton of cash, obviously. Full buy.
Kill
they can hit a site
as well.
And, yeah, just rip that kill contract onto someone. If they force like a refract or the teleport away from the Veto, that's an easy grab.
Yeah. They do need to play around some of that mobility here. They cannot just rip it straight away.
Try to get into this B side. They're going to get slowed by Zelsis. Kill contract does get one.
All right. Oh, wow, this is huge. He's gotten the Astra. Vic. Oh, man. The guy's sharp, bro. I mean, we've been seeing him at challenges. We know. Okay. Jordo's able to push up and punish it as Vic returns to this plane.
I've got your
and G2 are pretty far forward here. Oh, maybe Joe asking for a little too much without an actual player to trade off him.
It was a great saturate, but he was just too fast on the peak.
Dangerous here for Valen's got to hold his nerve. Can he get out in time? The answer's no. And here comes Oxy under Evolution. Leaf on the side, Trent tucked close. Can they get a crossfire going here? Potentially, they don't need it though. They just don't check. And now I know where Zelsis is on the move. Leaf claps him.
Easy for Leaf to clean that up. Again, it's a small mistake from C9. We're beginning to see them add up, those tiny little errors. They were able to exploit that aggro play from Jaw. The fact that Vic kind of mind games Baby Bay in that kill contract with the slow walk forward to actually go 1-for-1 is huge.
Let's go!
You can see the temptation to want to push as far off of that B side as you can. Unfortunately, you end up pushing the 3 players, and that saturate that hits just doesn't get you anything.
C9 know they had that round in their grasp, and it slipped through their fingers, and now Jaw, convergent paths, maybe ready to go on A if there was an aggro play coming. But
yeah, waiting for contact.
Yeah, not going to be the case.
There is a chokehold there in this A main choke. Okay, there's a dog up mid. Trent might just heard him calling audibly. Wait a couple of seconds for me to clear this.
C's is good. They use his comp, but
yeah, that double tap might expire before he has a chance to use it. They're trying to get going, trying to accelerate in. Hey, the spike is so far ahead though. Leaf is down already. Now Jorgamo going to have to think twice about this. Convergent paths might still have a use case in this round, and yeah, he's going to let it go. Oxy on the side, waiting for the swing out. This smoke, there's no flash to accompany it because of the comp. At least Trent doesn't guiding light it. And he's down by Penny, leaves Valen in elbow. Spotted out by Penny, and that is valuable info. Now he'll sit and wait and bide his time for knocking the IGL out.
That's an awkward round from G2. They had two players towards mid, the trio working up A main slowly, but then the mid players rotated back to A main, so they were really disconnected from the pack here, and that's when Oxy just peeks out with Zeppa. They get that first kill, and G2 just kind of end up slowly trickling into the site because those guys were delayed. Felt like they just didn't have the numbers to actually brute force their way through the site. They didn't have their Sky with them for any flashes.
It looked like there was a timing issue with Baby Bay getting caught in that C's and wanting to throw a contingency down for Jaw, perhaps, or use his double tap.
Anyhow, fast conversion pass through mid from Penny. That's going to catch Baby Bay out in the open.
Penny, that's pretty telegraphed to him. He knows that ISO has just been contingencying and walking up behind it. That's an easy pickup.
Slowing things down for a second. He was trying to get through the smoke. Oxy not ready for that one.
Oh, you've got to be snappy if you're going to get the better of this guy. A side is open for G2.
Great Nightfall. That connects onto three players, and Zelsis, great awareness there.
Okay, there is a Viper Spit now, of course, that's extended onto this ace side, but it's about to disappear. Lee, taken out. Trent's having to dodge away for that saturate. Penny might be realizing it's not a great opportunity to come forward. It's all on Trent now, and he'll be run down.
Zelsis heats up on that round. Crucial moment there where he's able to pick off Valen, who's that lone late lurk that G2 have set bottom mid. So they no longer have to worry about that flank. They can just rush forward together. Huge moment.
Three players through a link can take the trades in.
And then he finds that trade in link. Big round from the IGL.
Let's go, baby. Go.
I mean, hasn't been fragging out crazy in this run for C9 Kickoff so far. This is the 5th game that they've played. But as far as his supportive play, it's been solid, and a lot of those attack side rounds that they were winning, I thought his calling was good, so he's, I feel, making up for it in other ways.
Well, Valen said he thought that Zelsis added that extra layer of stability to what C9 can offer. And I think they might be starting to believe this map is winnable.
Aggro down mid again, Baby Bay. That shield broken immediately, and a lot of damage done until the heal comes through.
Short is deep, he's already got through elbow here, but Vic on a timing! Yeah, the weaponry really not favoring G2, and Vic gets a 3-piece.
Look at that damage from C9. Zelsis in the link supporting Vic. They don't even bother with elbow. Sure, whatever, Jaw. Have fun over there with your Bucky. They're setting him up. Doesn't matter. They're just going to stuff the rest of the players that got in from main.
This is getting dangerous now. This double sentinel can see how it's starting to choke this game out. A lot of stall util. Just moments like that, Vic just pushing off the line. Everyone milling around in A main. It's another round where G2 just aren't able to accelerate into A, with the exception of Jaw, who got into elbow, sure, but he was very isolated.
All right, let's see on this attack side what G2 have for us with the Seekers. Trent, the one ult for the team right now. Push down mid again from C9, 3 rounds in a row.
This time, though, G2 aren't trying to make that ISO walk up behind the shield. Maybe something a bit more delayed. Flash powered, perhaps. Here they go. It was Trent that set them up with the guiding light, and Jorgamo was able to get pretty deep down mid here. But Ops to let Baby Bay be the forerunner.
Yeah, a couple of these rounds, they've tried to insert Baby Bay pretty deep up mid. He's gotten very exploratory. Do C9 attempt to re-clear this, or do they just hold with this like triple face that they have in Link?
Both extremities are so passive right now.
Yeah, that B main is walled off from C9. Is this a straight up refight? Well, okay, Penny is in. He's getting some info, that's for sure.
I guess that's some form of scan util almost. Just use your damn eyes. In we go.
Yeah, C9 set up more of a crossfire here with mid now. Oxy, oh, perfect timing.
Goes to swing just as those cabbages are getting close, and here's a Leaf waiting to fight Zeppa.
Risk from Zeppa. That was a delayed trade and a crucial shot.
Got a hunch that Valorant is sat back there, but at the time to wait him out now at risk of being pinched. He goes down here. Zeppa is on the be fuming. Nicely handled. Really great composure under these conditions, and now there's enough time for the rest of his team to start working his A main as well.
Yeah, all gathering up there. Trent wanted to take the space towards that mid connector, wants to make a play, catch them off at a weird angle.
Res?
Yeah, for Vic.
Of the Astra, she has divide.
G2 have a crossfire set up. Not anymore. Jaws cut off.
Joel's going to have to push through this, I think, at some point of some kind of arbitrary timing. And Trent! What? Massive three-piece. G2 here, showing signs of life. And they're going to make it interesting. One round in the game.
Trent has been a hero for this team in their past match, and now into this one again. That keeps them alive. That round should have been over. C9 able to gather up with the numbers in main, cut off Jaw. He's in a hinder. He can't even swing out to take a timing to help.
No, bro, he's literally
That's insane.
He's a cheerleader.
Nice, Trent! Let's go!
Jeez, that is a huge. That is a round out of nowhere.
Cloud9, enough still for the full buy. Again, working mid early. Penny just walking down from top mid, but doesn't want to go too aggro on this one, not pushing too deep.
Okay. They're going to have to give up that link line. Jaw just gets on out. Penny does much the same. Jaw back in for a second as Baby Bay is taking a fight if he can. Double tap keeps him alive long enough at least, but more a trade-off of Vic, who's done so well despite being hindered up.
It just dialed with the crosshair placement for that one tap. What a crucial kill to find. G2 have been dispersed, sent over towards A main. They don't want to keep refighting mid. C9 are trying to funnel them to one of these extremities. And they're ready for that. They already have the two players rotated off B, a B which has main walled, and now they're going to be able to retake on this A site, 2 from mid connector, 2 from back site.
This Viper Ball's going to keep C9 out of elbow for a bit as well.
Actually, Penny is wrapping all the way around to A main, so a little more disconnected.
Fallon's watching for it. That Nebula is something that has to be respected and nicely done for Valen. I feel like we might be seeing an even game here.
Spike planted.
Nova Pulse not connecting. Trent a little bit too far forward. Slight variation in plant location. To account for that, and he gets out. Here is where the Odin gets a little bit oppressive. Chokehold removed. Time, spray, and pray. Step up and sit down. All right, Valen did fall there, but it's on Zelsis now with the classic. Still shielding the bundle in the current year. He's going to have to fight into 2, and he knows. He knows he's cooked. Gonna walk away, save some face, and maybe a weapon.
Yeah, time to just get out of there with the rifle. C9 can put together a meager buy on the next round, I think so. Crucial to just have another gun in the mix.
Damn, this map has just got real good. Bit of a slow start for G2, but they are, well, they're alive and kicking now.
Both of these teams seem to have such a read on the little flanks that are coming through. They're always catching each other.
Vic's so clean with it. I like how he just sits back in that off angle. So nice.
That moment from Valen was so important, though.
Mighty interesting. Foxy's just doubling back. Just threw some util down, so he'll be late, but he'll be there.
Here.
All right, going to be a fast, slow orb down mid. How aggro does Penny really want to get? Not very, but they're at least threatening that they could be pushing down. Everyone from G2 posted up over on A. They have to deal with the veto, deal with the evolution.
And, yeah, with the chokehold as well. Well, there's Oxy. I want to fight him right now. Wrap well.
It's you and
No
me.
one caught inside. Here's that kill contract, and it is going to be Zeppa inside. Oxy's going to have to find his own 2 feet for the time being, and there it is. Nicely done. Baby Bay, quick look at another monitor to see what's happening outside of that pocket dimension. And the news is good.
Oxy is just overrun by the numbers on site as well. Dash through front. Penny wants to isolate a fight with John, wins it out.
All right, now they're in, conditionally speaking, but the spike is headed out instead. Through mid over towards this B side, unless there's something to give G2 a reason to save it. Oh my God! How does Penny win that out? That's the Odin down. And now there's some uncertainty for G2. Where is the B player, if at all?
Penny has gotten the ult as well because of that. Trent, when he plants, will have the Seekers. I'm just looking at Zelsis as well for the heal, when that might be able to help Penny because he is on some low HP. All of C9 grouped up towards A in case there was the Re-hit coming there, not going to be the case. Often is the case with G2. They're leaving Valen as that lone player
Oh, these
for a
Seekers
late
are,
backstab.
these are very enlightening Seekers, Wyatt. Look at the pathing they're taking. This really tells G2 everything.
Heal finally does come back for Penny to get up to full HP. This ult is going to have to convert massive value.
Trent up in tower. Babybay's position. Can he get involved? Oh, the timing!
That's insane.
Babybay, what does he do from here on out? Spike planted for him around the corner. He knows there's a tighter player to watch it. Valorant for 2. Is there more where that came from? No chance for Penny. No touch. And G2 notch another one.
How much more does Penny have to do in that round for C9? Well, 4K.
One more kill.
Yeah, I guess one more, but someone else help? Any help? He's at 22 right now. He gets the ult in that round, the initial dash, gets the kill on Jaw, 14 HP, insane kill on Leaf. That timing was crazy. I mean, mental round.
Valen 2's
Still not enough.
What is that? Let's go. Let's go.
Man, from elation in the first half for Imi to despair as G2 have gotten control of the game. Still a buy up for C9 and an early kill for Oxy. Penny out of there, gets the info, spots out 3.
You can jump awfully wide when you can just TP out, but Babybay is actually downed on that A side. Not an auspicious start for G2 on a round that would secure them. C9's map pick.
Oxy just posted up on main right now as G2 go for the long rotate over towards that side of the map, looking like they want to leave Valorant again as that lone player down mid.
They've got all that waylay util still. So it might end up being a fast hit behind a guiding light to get into yard.
Now look at the 2 agents that C9 have on A though. It's that Sage, but lacking util. So it's just Celsius with a stinger.
Yep. Not
ideal for this situation.
Oxy has the crosscut to get back behind the wall. Yeah, he's going to pop that now. So I assume it's going to be Celsius getting on out of here. And he does, slowly, but he does get out. Going to hold a double face-off angle. With that disruptor in play. It's now expired. Doan looks like that was timed pretty well. In goes the waylay. G2 have side control. C9 have very tentative here. They need to buy a bit of time, I think, for backup. And now the confirmation is in. It's an A plant. So very quickly, the rest need to come across from that B side. Big saturate. And that's a 3-on-2 favoring G2 for the map now.
They get so proactive before these C9 rotates can come. The map is just so big. Right, Penny and Vic not there in time, and now they have to win out of 2 versus 3.
Perfect, can't ask for much more than that. It's going to be all on Vic and Jaw. What a tie to come alive in the last round. And Imi's gambit has failed. C9 very well, and sometimes you'll see that second player put alongside him at Showers on the attack side to at least trade. So there's the expectation for G2 that Babybay's presence over at Showers can be problematic.
This G2 team on attack side bind, they are patient. They do not overplay situations. They tend to really try to manipulate rotates and go for late execs. C9 right now set up for little pop flash play over towards A short. Not going to need to do that. Oh, they do still want to go for it through the wall.
This map's only big enough for one headhunter. Jaw lands, but a little bit maladroit. Not able to find the elimination, but Zeppa is handled by Leaf, and now G2 can back on out.
I do like that little setup from C9 to counter the standard wall that's being thrown down. And even just for the future, that's going to have Leaf afraid if he's trying to work it alone that he might suddenly get blinded and swarmed by C9 defenders. 50 seconds on the clock. G2 are happy to just rotate over towards this B side. They are lacking some information. And you can see that with the current setup. Vic over here in Hookah does have that trip to swing off of. Someone tries to push him. But, you know, at the very least, his objective here is to just hold Hookah.
Yeah.
So that can be a C9 position retained when they go for this B retake.
Yeah, just behind this Viper wall, Vic can sit, stay out of sight. G2 likely, you know, anticipating there to be, oh, there it is though. Vic pushed out. Leaf not quite as ready for as we thought.
Yep, an essential kill for this success. G2 want to even the odds by pushing forward.
Stevie down, they've thrown it. Valorant only hit the 1 though. That is not what G2 were hoping with that triple swing. And so he returns to the side and is cooked by Vic.
Real hero on that round, Vic. Finding the timing to kill Leaf, free one, holds the hookah position, which just forces G2 to have to make a move, forces them to go forward. Begins with that sick shot from Oxy.
Leaf catching Zeppa though on the fade back. Oh yeah. Handled that stim play quite well. Did Cloud9.
Nice! Yes, sir.
And there was a delayed
Let's go.
defuse there. I think it was to get Penny an extra orb. To make sure the Raze was, of course, able to defuse.
Oxy is back and immediately feeling it. Looking like Demon 1 out there with shots. The super sub. Cloud9.
It's funny, it was not the comparison we were expecting to make. You know, it ended up sort of... We thought it would be Penny picking up that chamber role.
Is that Outlaw facing off with Baby Bay, who has the Outlaw of his own. That's crazy. I mean, if you're Oxy, you're just not expecting that. But a testament from G2 as to how much they are committing to this game plan.
They full armored Baby Bay as well. He would have been able to tank a shot from Oxy in that case. Penny with the Guardian, though, that is beautifully done, and that's
What
the
a
hookah presence.
bailout.
Neutralized. He also, I think there's a transfer over towards Octagon, so both prongs of G2's hit just got smashed.
Zeppa was dead to rights in Octagon. Penny is a hero. Valen out there alone, Baby Bay with the trade, but surely C9 can stabilize this out. Zeppa just needs to not overplay the moment and meet up with its teammates.
It's that one Sky Smoke that could be a problem for Baby Bay. This is the double
Outlaw.
outlaw.
This is
Boys into the
ridiculous.
side. Trent's going to be knocked low, and Baby Bay just has his head torn off. He was full health when Zelsus came around that corner. Barely got off a shot.
Crazy situation. That's Leaf, by the way. Humble throwing the Outlaw over to Baby Bay. Get him that Outlaw. And it got some kills, but yeah, not enough to take the round. I mean, Oxy, there's just no reason you should be expecting that.
Yep.
Look at the situation Zeppa was in, though. Getting pushed from the front and then jaw dashing in is just crazy.
Dude, Baby Bay got really
Nice, boys!
Yeah, Penny is an animal right now, by the way. Despite losing that map 1, had the best performance in the server.
I do like the run back of the V1 boys on this team.
Yeah, Penny really earning his spot back in the VCT after just being an underrated challengers grinder player for years, and then getting that chance with Liquid at Toronto on his home turf was sick to watch, and he deserves to be here, no doubt. A bonus round for C9. Vic with the judge posted up over on that A side, and close range with the Singer is Zeppa in hookah. Trying to work together with Oxy, Headhunter.
Baby Bay is working those showers now.
As always, patience is the name of the game for G2 on this attack side.
Info though, confirmation of hookah presence there for C9 off the guiding light. Baby Bay might be rewarded if he just holds this line a little longer. Zelsus just taps and gets on out of there, and he has a stinger to fight.
And Jaw just peeking out a little bit. Gets that catch onto Zeppa. Baby Bay goes down on the opposite side of the map. You heard those Outlaw shots ringing out.
I think Zeppa actually went up to clear hookah again, exposed himself big time. Looks like G2 waited just long enough here to make Cloud9 uncomfortable. Now with the gun advantage, they'll move into the post plant at B.
Not the best buy for a full one, but G2 are making it work anyway. Great timing for Jaw. Triple on the round so far, and Vic with just the Ghost.
Vic is the perennial Ghost player on this team. Yeah, but
Addition to the arsenal.
There's not going to be anybody to show themselves here. Vic is going to have to dig this out himself, and here come G2. Whatever happened to Zeppa in that round feels like that's the catalyst that unravels C9 on B.
Yeah, I think he just tucked up at box, and Jaw just went for a little jiggle peek. Oh, yeah, he pops up.
Yep.
And then Zelsus knew that Baby Bay was in there, and he had heavy armor, so at some point he just says, I'm just going to go for it. I mean, we lost a player. Seems like as good of an opportunity as you're going to get to try to even it up, so he takes it. But
that is the second consecutive round Zelsus has killed Baby Bay with an Outlaw with a stinger.
Now, the real full buy for C9. They do some pretty good damage to G2. A few of their players basically at 0 if they lose this round. So, Baby Bay still on the Outlaw, by the way. It does have, was that 3 potential one-shot targets?
Penny on the anti-waylay angle, but it's going to be a dive into Lamps instead for Jaw. There's Zelsus, he was the judge player. But he can try and buy a little bit of time, and here's the showstopper for extra deterrents, but G2 aren't interested in fully committing here. That's the first wave. They get that one pick, and now they can fall back.
So far, this is looking like the performance that Jaws really needed in this kickoff run. Just to remind himself of how good of a player he is.
But somehow, just with the misfortune of this team, he dropped to, I think, the lowest ACS of any duelist at one point. Not a big deal, but just a surprise to see him there, Oxy. Baby Bay, I love that from Penny.
We're just taking timings everywhere, I guess, but this A site is free. Convergent paths to clear out lamps, which G2 will find out.
It's empty.
Wide open anyway. No ultimates for C9 to get back in.
Now,
no real util to speak of either, just one flash.
yeah, Valorant has a molly for the post plant, but you're expecting to play a bit further forward here. Maybe molly his retreat if he's going to get pushed. Can't quite get out in time, though. Only one for the IGL.
The players who were re-swinging there to help just got deleted by Cloud9.
Doing a
All right,
thing.
Joel. Refract active.
Now this would be a moment for him to cement himself as being back.
Okay. Nowhere to refract to, really, and not quite enough pepper on that throw of the saturate.
Well handled there by Vic. Steady hands. Challenger's call up from last year, who's really been a rock for this Cloud9 team.
Yeah, out of Moist X Shopify. Probably the most solid player at the time.
They are standing.
I think him and Oxy is so fast to clean up those players.
See that like simple shake I just did?
What? Again, you've got to be solid if you're on a team with someone like Marta, who's back in the day was always running it down. Something's never changed.
And Oxy now going to pick up the Outlaw. And Baby Bay will be ready to take a duel with him. He's got the full armor. Headhunter.
Yeah, real B-side lean for G2.
Just using this Cloud to work their way safely up B long.
Look at this forward position, though, that Zepp is in. He's so close up in the smoke.
C9 Anchor's going to be steadfast on his site.
Okay, Zeppa getting results! Oh, fourth! Don't mind if I do. I don't need Leaf, the one with it all to do now, and the confirmation for the ace!
Feels like some level of karmic justice that happens to G2. That looked kind of like deja vu from Trent's first ace yesterday. So Zeppa just going to deal that one right back to him.
And you can flip Apex backwards all you like, but this guy's still at the top. That is ridiculous.
I feel like Zeppa has had a real habit of proving the doubters wrong at kickoffs.
It finally works sitting in the smoke, holy shit.
There's one weird tip. Valorant pro players hate this.
All right, well, that's what happens when you walk up on attack against G2, and Baby Bay has his ult.
We talked about this, though. That's what Baby Bay has been used pretty heavily to punish on this map.
You just can't be caught doing that against G2. You can't be caught doing that again, and I feel like C9 have learned their lesson immediately and will not be doing that again in such a haphazard fashion. And G2 will now elect to play slowly.
But when teams try to double swing those push-ups on defense, you see G2 put Jaw next to Baby Bay or someone else, so it's not that simple to play around. Oxy at least is leaving even the ledger and taking the brim off the map, which is about as good as it gets.
Seeker going around the world over to this A side. Vic under a lot of pressure there.
I mean, yeah, the crosshair break allows Leaf to push up behind the waylay and find the kill. Oxy with the tour, the force! Nice little quick scope connection.
Yeah, he might just be him.
Whereas Baby Bay doesn't have a whole lot to look at. We see this two-player stack via vents here for Cloud9. Try and work the site together, but no confirmation of the guiding light, and here's the post-plant hit.
Now C9 may want to hold on here for a second. They do have to wait for the Zelsis rotate to come in. He's got to judge, but that's not too bad in the pit.
No, that's totally fine. It's really a question of how Leaf is going to make use of this pit to watch these Lamps players pushing up.
Zeppo, no Trailblazer. They're just going to have to go straight into this. Love this from Leaf playing off the wall.
Yeah, it's layers upon layers. And Leaf will have to walk the wall. That's going to be a pit down. Oh my, what a flick! Okay, another one. Shoulder peak, taken low. Zeppa had to get off the defuse on time is short. He is him! He's the avalanche on Chad Mountain, folks. The Red Bull clutch for Baby Bay.
Took him a couple rounds, but he's back on his feet. Standard affair for Baby Bay on the attack side here. He is just an absolute highlight reel once he starts playing the chamber.
Oh my, the flick is so clean. And again, presence of mind, man. Great fundamentals.
Let's go! Uh-huh.
A jump peek to confirm that.
I got you, bro. I got you, bro.
Wasn't actually
Come on
sticking.
now. Let's go.
So they win 7 rounds now, right?
And just knows he can go for the reswing. Yeah, guess so.
Okay.
Time for G2 in that round. Penny has been sitting on this showstopper for a minute. Oxy picks up the operator as well.
But here's this multi-stack of showers for G2 in case C9 are trying to double face into Baby Bay. On the other side of the map, it's very passive because Leaf knows most of the strength of his team is over here. Quite close enough with the shorty there, but Zelsis definitely takes a big hit.
Both players could theoretically be healed at some point. Penny in with the showstopper. Thought Leaf might have traded that out 1-for-1, but just can't connect that spray.
Highly informative moment there for Cloud9. But still some shuffling here in the backfield. You can see the rotate coming across from Vic.
On the safe side, Oxy would love to just get one kill, teleport away, and then play a nice 5-on-3 retake.
Big info. That's going to force the op player back. Oxy's still up close and on the corner, though. He really wants this.
If G2 get the spike down, they have a lot of tools post-plant with that orbital strike in the hands of Valorant.
Snakebite way too slow. Orbital. Oxy, no way! Switch over to the Headhunter. Valorant gets the better of him, but it's on Baby Bay again. This time against 4. If it gets any easier out there for this old soul. That's Penny picked up, but now he's going to be smoked out of the action.
Surely not this time, right? 3 players and that smoke in his face. He's got to give it up and save the op.
Yeah, Money's in a precarious position for G2.
Perfect opportunity for C9 to use that showstopper. I think they got a flash confirmation that there was a player B-long, and because of all the pressure shower, they felt like it would be lightly held.
Oh, right.
Penny just gets right out there to get an isolated kill, gets away. And I like this from Oxy. You know, he ends up just playing confident, never gives up lamps, and keeping that space allows for the flood to come in from the rest of the team rotating over. It's just a good C9 round.
It's a 3-round game. G2 have found some pretty clutch round wins, but that's kind of it.
C9 with a great opportunity to make it a 4-round game. It's G2 on a bad buy aside from that saved off from Baby Bay.
B-long
the
pit.
Bucky.
Yeah, you are not going over this side of the map. Trent has Seekers, at least.
Yeah,
Could try and follow them in, but...
Maybe if there's a situation where things are getting close, they might be able to use those as an opportunity to find the Viper in the pit, have Jaw dash in on the Viper with the Bucky, something like that, but I don't feel like you want to just send that straight away, but we'll see.
I've got your
Oh,
trail.
they're doing it. All right.
Here come the Seekers now. Going to see them split towards that Octagon spot. Jaw and Vic traded out for one another. The spike is en route. And there goes the pit, folks. Vic is out of the game, and up on top of these sky smokes. All of G2 are perched.
I think Zeppa thought he was spotted, so he ends up pushing out. That was just random spam. Penny is so close, yet so tragically far away.
Brent makes sound here. Doesn't see him out of though. The Bucky's good for 1. Oxy's up. It's going to feel a little claustrophobic trying to push out a spot, and there is Leaf. The clock was going to be ticking anyway. Nice swifty round here for G2 to break back into the action.
Well, thought G2 might not have gone for that execute on account of not having the weapons, but they do it and they win. So
How did they get
respect to
3?
them for that. That's bold.
3 on top
man,
of...
yeah, and Vic out of the pit because he wants to help his teammate on site. And Baby Bay drops down with the op for that kill.
2. Nice!
He is actually just a menace. He is still the MVP for this team today.
Yeah, we're talking up Jaw a few rounds back, but sorry, folks. It's been about Baby Bay once again. Okay, there is a push-up showers this time. Zelsis making... Okay, saturated! Penny flattened. Zelsis is very lucky to be alive. He's like, oh, that was supposed to be me, not Penny dying. Oh, well. Guess I'll throw some smokes down and see what happens.
Unfortunately, doesn't even get his ult. So
That's so brutal.
Oxy is pushing all the way down, but will be meeting the trip if he goes any further. Leaf, is he aware? Oof, Oxy wins that out. Nice shot.
And that means there is a timer here for G2. They know that trademark's going to be cleared into... Oh, okay. I like that a lot.
So Bucky time and lamps.
Rendezvous across. No trip trigger at all. And there's no way they're going to be ready for this. Oh, God. Here comes Oxy. Biding his time. Trigger discipline. Trent still quick on the flick. He's going to keep it even now. Zelsis, I think, going to come forward with the bucky. That's good for one. Jaw, convergent. Hitting into the back of the side. And he knows there's got to be someone close around his corner. Surely Zelsis' stinger, though, strikes true. And Fallon tries to find a timing. We are thrifting each other back and forth.
Yeah, eco for eco, why not? Oxy's making Demon 1 proud. That was a great first kill onto Leaf, pushed out of Hookah. Took him a second, but a nice adjustment with the crouch aim for that third shot, and cheeky to go for the little
I love the rendezvous across.
Yeah. That's an awesome play. And he gets the one.
Hey, you like that, Eric? You like that?
I did.
That was nice.
And then Vic immediately off the back of that flank gets out with the bucky. That's really well done. C9 just flooding from all angles on the site. Looks like G2 maybe want to keep this round simple.
Hey, Oxy.
Forced to get out of there on account of the Trailblazer.
Dorgamo's going to be in and over the top. Sky smokes in the prescribed locations, and Zelsa spot on the back of the side, but Oxy to the rescue with a shorty. Traded out. Valen in to Lamps now.
G2 are just so fast to follow up on that because of the stim beacon. Time for another thrifty?
I'm feeling it.
Well, I guess it's not a full thrift. It's a semi, you know, I don't know what the game is classified as. It's not the best buy in the world, though, maybe.
All right, that's Vic. Fell. Penny trying to get his way into Lamps here, but took a big hit doing so. He's the only other player at the site right now. He needs to buy some time, ideally, for Zeppa to get there. He reveals himself with the Trailblazer. That sees Baby Bay. But Zeppa has to fight into this chamber angle. Never fun. And unfortunately, he's just run out of time.
Oh, Zeppa did the impossible and killed Baby Bay while he was scoped in with the AWP.
This guy does not care about the odds. They're not great here either as Trent steps on out. And yeah, the boy's got the op. Okay, got some flicks. Very pleased with himself.
Yeah, the apt moment for G2. They just go for a massive switch up of the pace with that straight up hit. Fast as you can get with the double dash in plus the stim beacon.
This does feel emblematic to me of what Josh RT is saying in the halftime break, though. It says we finally found that we're trying to play some more aggressive comps.
Oh, nice shot! Nice shot! First up kill.
That's good pace from G2, though. They've really long since shed the moniker of being that really slow, methodical, less than exciting team.
Well, if Baby Bay peaks, he is in trouble. But
Watch my boy still get one.
He is over it along, though, as are a lot of G2 on that B side.
Phantom spam into the wall. That's Zeppa will now reassume that angle. Baby Bay is the sole insert with the rendezvous.
Has to get out of there. Doesn't know if he's going to get pushed through the wall.
G2 seems like they're purposely barking up the highest of trees right now. Oxy. Okay, he gets out. Penny, though, not as fortunate.
Oh, no. It looked like he thought he could get to a corner left with the cannon leaf for the timing.
Float like a leaf, sting like a Mack truck. Holy, it's going to be Zelsis at least. Calms things down over on that B side of the map, but you better believe G2 are going to be knocking on that door again. Oxy stuck in the TP. This feels like... Oh, what? Okay. Gets his one, but that's it. C9 serve themselves up to G2. It's a one-round game.
There are some ridiculous rounds happening in this game.
What are we doing here?
Poor Penny. I think he thought he could... Yeah, I think he thought there was a corner in Lamps maybe he could have gotten to, then realized he couldn't, and... Yeah, it was too late. Right into the air fryer.
That's great. He wanted to get out, realized he couldn't, and he got cooked. Air fryer.
Luke just patient over there for the 3-1s.
44 and 10, Oxy.
Is that him begging for mercy? I'm not sure.
Why do you have to do that to him? Poor guy.
Trent, the role player. Penny all the way back here, expecting that double dash waylay, trying to spring out from a hidden spot.
Penny does find one. Will have the showstopper for the last
Ooh,
round.
Raw sauce, no ketchup, bro. Swinging that.
Good timing to get off. He's about to be cooked yet again. All right, Baby Bay forced to teleport away. Damage coming through. Dog just re-cleared Fountain over for C9 down B long, and it looks like because of that, Zeppa wants to push for a little bit of space there at the very least. And C9 will feel perfectly fine having 3 players over towards A, one of which is Zelsus with the orbital strike. So might be able to get a kill or deny the plant, just disrupt for this fight. We'll see.
Trademark avoided. Jorgamo's able to go over the top of his leaf, just barrels into the smoke. Trader on a timing, able to catch Vic out, and Zelsus probably doesn't know where to look right now. Here come the Seekers. Flash there used, but Valorant's still able to find that kill.
Wow, Trent just turns on Zeppa.
I think they know where Roxy is now. Splat. That's an even half, folks. G2 once again. Takes a little bit longer, takes a couple of 1 rounds, but they do build momentum into an even half.
Yeah, they're throwing some haymakers at each other, going eco round for eco round midway through that. Keeping pace. Sick individual plays from both chambers. Baby Bay with that stunning clutch. Feels like both teams are firing on all cylinders. G2 have been so good on bind. We don't know where it sits in the map pool of C9. What tier is it at? But right now they're keeping pace with close. They always make you believe on the pathway there. And G2, they know what it takes. They are expected to be there. Against Furia, they were dominant on this defense side. 6 rounds won to just 1 loss to close out that game. Joined fast but caught.
Vic just waiting from there. Couple of players actually posted up. Oxy, yeah, chunked down, sure. Baby Bay.
Healing over here.
Oxy right now just calming for the heal. The bane of every Sage in Rank's existence. Can you heal me, please?
Yep.
I already used it, bro. C9 running it down short, trying to get into Lamps ASAP. Penny's got control there. Valen fast on that flank.
Big timing.
Expect it?
Big timing. I don't think they are. He's hearing a lot. It's more about the info than the kills right now. He might have some of those as well. Oh, back's turned to him. Valen puts it between their shoulder blades. Tripling down. And a round that started well for C9.
Oh my god.
Falls off the rails.
Demon shot onto Trent. Instant push from Valen. Takes all the space. Gets those kills. And also, off the back of that engagement on the flank, you just saw the rest of G2 send it on the site. They were fighting immediately, no hesitation from Triplets. Leaf out there, Baby Bay just outside of showers.
How is it me every time? It's not okay, bro, Velo.
We've all been that guy.
Whoever it was saying it was okay.
We've all been that guy.
We're winning.
Keep an eye out for Valen on this map. I think you find some of the most devious timings to wrap on bind. His mid-rounding is some of the best in the world, I think, on this map. It's brutal there for C9. It ruins them. Keep an eye out for it. Oh, he shoots pretty well too, apparently. There's the leap.
Well,
hey, you know what? Quick round's a good round. Flawless there for G2.
just thrown in the mulcher. That snake bite kind of just fried everyone who stepped down out of hookah. That was tough. They made our job easy, though.
Yeah, didn't get any mid-rounding in that round. Mid-rounding to see it all.
And I get to cast a gun round.
One enemy remaining.
Bother with anything there?
Spike
A lot of
down
smokes.
B. Flawless.
A lot of deaths.
He was so blind. Oh my god. He's just.
Looking like a Minecraft villager. Give him some emeralds, bro, please. All right, 2 rounds in it. G2 win the pistol, and it's a very straightforward anti-eco in the second of this half.
Yeah. 3 stingers, a lot of stingers. G2 coded. Push down short with multiple players.
Okay, this time we got it.
Works on the second attempt.
That is going to be so annoying for C9. Now they got to play around that, and the headhunter finds its mark.
No.
Well, this bonus round's looking pretty schmick. I'm not going to lie.
This.
Spike down
Vic
A.
is hindered, suspended like he's trying to swim through molasses. And Zeppa, though, is going to trot up onto the side, but this is ugly stuff. C9. Trent swings off that. And the Spectre will connect.
Just says, why not? Pure intuition on the timing. No one could have helped him if he goes down, but no one was watching for it. All right.
Okay, now we're jumping. Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, now we're just...
Ha! I'm Pickle Vic!
Okay. Adding insult to injury.
All right, they're feeling it. Massive, massive round for G2. Obviously, win the pistol and then win the bonus so convincingly.
And they recover a bunch of rifles there. Jaw just goes for the exact same dash.
Yep. The old 1-2 punch. Baby Bay left, sitting back, waiting on the angle. Trent lives this round. That's pretty sick.
Bang! Bang! Let's go.
Bang.
Yeah, I was expecting the timeout to come at this point. Necessary.
Sort of thrust is going to come from. Here we go, round number 16, a 3-round game. Cloud9 have opted to give Penny that Bucky. We're a long way off a showstopper that could crack G2 open though.
Quick dog down short, does spot out Jaw. Penny hoping to just get in his face with a Bucky, and it works!
Nicely done. And that's also the Saturate avoided, so no chance of a reasonable follow-up.
Yep, you call that the metagame. Pop flash out from Valin. Can't capitalize. Okay, does labor it, but gets his.
Yeah, so many plays to see there.
Will that be enough, though? A 1-for-1 while you're down a player on an anti-eco, and they might get the gun? Not ideal.
No Snakebite here to stall anymore. Outlaw for Baby Bay. Everyone's going to be tucked away. Are we cringe post-planning? We may well be. Yeah, we are back it up. We've got a Molly. We've got a Snakebite. We still got the spike to send over towards B, so it didn't stick it in the end.
Re-clear of showers happening right now from Leaf.
It's on Baby Bay again. I feel like I've said that an awful lot lately. One shot and a fall back could be good. Nice little correction, but Oxy's going to be there quickly. Still a one-player advantage for Cloud9.
Spike planted.
Trent opportunity, but a tough shot to hit, no doubt. Leaf forced to TP, so C9.
Penny's in a nasty spot now. He's able to slip into container. Trent be on the move here is good. Ox. Damn, he's good. All right, Leaf. Stand and deliver.
There it is. Gun recovered.
50 rounds.
We are repeating history. This is exactly what happened on the second half of Corrode. G2 have all the momentum going into the second half. They win the pistol. Imi has to call a timeout, and then they eco them to get back in the game and stabilize. That was desperately needed.
There's a lot to like about that round for C9. Is well, not fully committing to that A side. You feel like they have it open. They also do have plenty of stall util. They pull out, head towards B. It's a right call.
Yeah, Valorant was just not able to capitalize off that flash into the site, going 1-for-1. Not enough in that situation. Let's see if C9 can keep this momentum going, though. Oxy, tour de force active against Baby Bay with the AWP.
Here comes Trailblazer. Baby Bay hangs around a little longer, but he knows he'd be dog food otherwise. Leaf has to get out too, so some util expended here to get this space now into Octagon. C9. There's a re-clear of A short happening right now, so that's going to give some confidence to Valorant, who's rotated over the B. He does have an orbital strike.
G2 are really trying to prod over on the A side of the map right now. Pushed all the way up short, and you had Trent go closer to showers, but now wants to be able to support Jogamo.
There's a trade here for Jorg if he goes down in this corner, or vice versa. But there's no idea, not really any eyes on showers. This is a little bit of a risk for the A players. Here's that wall. Wow, that was quick. No chance for Trent to get involved. Oh, man!
Not fast enough when the stim beacon is thrown down. He just can't escape.
He's so preoccupied with showers, and I get it. There's no one watching it.
Spike planted.
Multiple gambles there for G2 on A, and now we've got a Viper's Pit after the plant.
So close.
And we're just going to try and scrape up some kills here for G2. Keep these weapons.
And on account of C9 getting the free upgrades, winning that eco, they have enough money to try and hunt a little bit. Penny going down doesn't really hurt too much. He's got 5K in the bank. I need to see that shot from Vic, though. Looked pretty insane.
Yeah.
Jaw was lined up. Looked like he might have gotten a multi-kill easy.
Yeah, he shot through the wall. Initially, it might have been just a bit of the barrel around the corner. And the Viper wall coming up denies the trade. Trent's caught with his back turned. It's just perfect for C9 on A.
Real nice clearance of that area on the map.
Okay.
Definitely expecting that someone could be pushed up there as well. Vic was just watching it so passively. The dog goes down short.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
someone could be like, oh yeah, just pick out a little bit. And then this,
I mean, yeah,
Trent just
Trent
catches
is-
some Trent's cooked.
Trent is a warm prop in that round. There's just not a lot to be done. Right, so still buy very reasonable for G2. That's a 3-gun save in that previous round. It's over so quickly, and yeah, still got the Brim ultimate.
Yeah, that gets them the full buy here. One away from the convergent paths as well.
This Viper wall is a variation, though, from C9. Actually, at an angle.
Launching smoke.
Slow to start. Again, using that Trailblazer to work all the way up B long. Need to make sure that Baby Bay isn't playing there again. This time he's got the line over towards Hookah, though. And could just call for a wall drop from Leaf to surprise a player, maybe catch someone out in the open with the AWP.
It's actually pretty committal here for C9.
That orb is going to get Penny that showstopper for the site exec later this round.
I mean, with Vic being rotated into this side of the map, I think the hookah player is going to be pretty important for G2. Baby is going to be forced off this line by the flash, most likely. I like this so much on info. They're going to go for it now. And Celsius is caught out by the off. What a time it is. And the Trailblazer into Octagon. And now C9 don't know where to put themselves. More still Util is going to deny this B play entirely. And they're going to go through the TP potentially.
They're just hoping that Oxy can make something happen over on this side of the map. But Jaw, patient.
Back to B.
Back to B, where they have 3 players to deal with, one of which is in
left.
hookah. Pop flash ready to go from Trent, and Baby Bay is on the angle from elbow. This round should be completely chalk.
And he's trying to jiggle it here, but there's no real control of Util to stop this line for Baby Bay. Orbital strike, they're stunned. Oh, Valen gets Penny, but there would have been more. And so Zeppa is going to have to trudge away with resignation.
10 seconds left.
Cloud9 had every door shut in their face possible.
Yeah, they really try to just hurry that execute in when the Trailblazer spots them up long, and that is their undoing. You know, Baby Bay was in a nice spot to be able to get that first kill onto Celsius. He actually got the smokes down in time. They were on the site, but C9 were just apprehensive to try and re-hit in during that situation. But then ultimately, late round, they have to try to push into a site against an AWPer where they have no smokes at all, no coverage.
Right, smoke comes down there.
And any hopes of getting back into the round there really would have been on Oxy to be able to find a kill, but you are asking a lot of him just walking in towards A, where people could be playing at damn near any angle, right? So
one of the most punishing orbital strikes possible there in that spot. C9 not committed to the site.
They've got enough cash for a very full buy, though, including this off for Oxy. Still just reaping the rewards of that eco round earlier.
Might see a conversion pass onto the site, though, here. Yep, straight away it's going to be popped. Joel, can he get in with it?
Spike
But
down
Celsius is caught in the open.
Okay, Penny, though, is able to find Founders. So both teams without their main smokers. I don't think there's any way you're getting towards that saturated player. Trent doesn't want to give up the site, though. Back towards Triple, because you know he's got Baby Bay watching over, but risk taking.
He is right in the smoke. Penny somehow getting caught, though, by Baby Bay. Seeker's going to reveal all of the positions right now. Trailblazer intending on trying to clear someone out. Oxy out in the open.
Trent trying to take that fight. He was low. And Vic, perfect timing after Trailblazer was deployed. Knows he can go after him.
Pretty mental sequence of decisions. Trent was just fearless in the moment. Oxy needs to collect the shot onto Baby Bay when he peeks into it.
Feel like he's going to be favored. What is that? Baby Bay for 2, 18 and 9. Looks like he got legged. And now it's on Zeppa.
Oh my God.
Valorant. What am I watching?
I mean, what is that? He's good and he's lucky at the end, too.
Better lucky than good, but you have
mind
both.
control?
What?
He had Zeppa turn around.
I've got to see that again.
Spike planted.
Wow, the flick on the Penny there is really nice off the smoke drop, too. He gets legged or, I don't know, through the box or leg. Yeah, through the box.
I'm sorry, but at that point, it's just meant to be.
What is that?
Yeah! What are you doing,
Yeah, I mean,
brother?
the timing on Zeppa is at that point, you're just blessed.
What do you mean?
Truly blessed.
What do you mean? What are you doing? You shot you through the box. Like, what do you want? 3 rounds in it now.
Yeah, well,
that's deflating for C9, and their money is in an okay spot.
I know who the MVP is today.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm chilling for Dre.
Oh,
okay.
There's another one. Sure.
Is that through the Viper wall? You know what? It's fine. Here's Valen.
Oh, wow. Still got him. Still got him. I was worried.
Okay. Baby Bay forced towards the back of the side. You're not okay. Going to push up here through that smoke. Can't connect. These Seekers might be very lightening. He's able to get away, but look how he makes the opening now for Trent.
There's even a flank coming down short as well from G2.
Trent tries to set it up with a flash there. Maybe the timing is not quite lining up, though, when Trent's out in the open. Of course, there's a timing. There's always a timing. Oh, Leaf! Play it again, son! And that puts G2 on match points.
Yep, it's just highlight real time. Unfortunately for C9, they're on the cusp of being dealt their 6th loss to G2 in VCT.
One enemy remaining.
Since the team ascended. They've just got their number.
How does Lee just has an intuition for the timing? It's too good.
Imi is back to the zone of despair.
Yep.
Oxy with the operator here. C9, it's going to require them 4 rounds in a row to take this to OT.
And these have been some costly rounds, Wyatt. Big investment here, of course, to keep themselves in the game, and they're going to have to force every step of the way. Okay, a little ratatouille to start the round. I like that. Surely we don't just pass, go by each other. Surely we don't just do that. Oxy?
Does he know? Does he know?
Does not know. He does not know. No one knows, in fact.
Oh, no.
There is a distinct lack of knowers in the server. And Vic's watching for a push-up mid, so he won't be trained on this angle at all. Oh, no. This is catastrophic. It's got to fall apart in a screaming heap. Oh, right. Flash at least for Zepper. He's very quick to react to that.
Brings him some justice. Does Jaw just want to take this straight up fight? Yeah, he does. Wow, gets the dink. Damage exchange to both. Trent can heal up Jaw backside, though. Zepper not so fortunate.
Definitely had a way into this round.
Pushed all the way out again.
Yeah, he's got to clear that. Now they're going to... His position will be noted. G2 have to play off the site for the time being, but here's Baby Babe with a big iron. Bang. That is a big win for Oxy.
Holy, still wins out this duel.
He's low. He's low.
All right.
He's low.
Yep.
Trent here with the embarrassment of riches in terms of Arsenal, just not of teammates. I think we might be done and dusted here.
We'll make the safe decision to just save that op. G2 have a lot of money. He could have gone for something ridiculously silly, but discipline. Discipline from Trent. All right, 3 more for C9 to take this game into OT.
I mean, if you're Vic, you are so mad that you got killed like that.
He checked it, by the way. I mean, yeah. He was still...
I just think Zepper
was a chance.
Zepper is crucial there. Quickly springs into action, flashes the bejesus out of Valorant. And there's not a whole lot the Brim can do from that position.
Crucial that they took out Jaw there.
Good adaptation overall. Yeah, Jaw looked a little shaky trying to take that fight. Had to refract away with about 43 health. So, one more step towards overtime for Cloud9. And they are still only 1 round away from the lower bracket.
G2 would love to close this out with 2 ops. 1 on either extremity.
Okay, and the Viper's Pit. Further funneling people into Baby Bay's op line. It'll be cleared initially with a Trailblazer. Baby Bay's got to give up a lot of space. He's not getting back in a shower anytime soon.
Yeah, Penny could try to boombot to locate Leaf, but they don't have the greatest tools to get through it.
And so it's going to be a double face from Vent side, I think, looking into shower.
G2 have been taking so much free control of B on all of these rounds. Always pushing out.
But the trademark is always there. So there's always some inkling for Cloud9 that they could get across it. We saw Roxy obviously be able to rendezvous over it, but it's not so simple for most agents.
It looks like they want to just try and completely circumvent this pit.
Okay.
Push out with everyone through showers. You know, maybe there will be a chance for Zelsis to kill the player in the pit with the orbital strike, but he'd love to save that for a post plan, ideally.
So the smoke locations get pinged, but there's a gap here over by Triple. Penny's able to avoid the shot that comes on in, but the Snakebite and Molly combo are slowing C9 up. Look at this wide flank, by the way, from Trent. He is in the next postcode, and here's Valorant. I don't think Trent's going to have much to do by the time he gets here. Zelsis through the smoke.
30 seconds left.
Pretty brutal stuff as Baby Bay's tour de force. Clap Sepper, and there you have it. G2 on the bounce back, and again, it's Cloud9 who lose their nerve in an important game.